All right, how you doing, everybody? Hope your night is going well and your weekend is going well. I know a lot of you probably haven't been working the last few days. This is a crazy thing that's going on right now.
Yes.
Our world's changed in just the last 10 days, and as much as we'd like to hope for things to get back to normal, I don't know if they ever will.
No, it won't be normal as we once lived. This is a different world.
It is. It's a different world we live in. There's just so many things that just changed just overnight. It seems like. Yeah, we're in the beginning stage really of this social distancing shutdown or whatever it is. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, what we're wanting to do tonight is talk about maybe just some things that we might be able to do to make things a little bit more bearable for the folks in our area who live around in Izard County and around Izard County, because eventually people we're gonna start getting stir crazy. I know we've only had just a few days of it so far, so.
No. But for those of us that's already crazy, we just need a little stirring.
Right. Yeah, it don't take much stirring for us, does it?
No, it don't. We got to be doing some stirring.
Right, and then when we get Pauletta Deloach into the mix, then it really gets crazy, doesn't it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, anyway.
Little advertisement there.
Right. But anyway, we're hoping some of you will join us tonight and join in the discussion. We're going to talk about it here just a few minutes about some things that we might be able to help do and to make things a little bit bearable for you and maybe your kids even. But we'll talk about that in a minute.
I see something.
Right. Hey, first of all, I'd like to just talk about this. This is possible that this could be affected by your. I hope we just hadn't dropped our live stream. Anyway, here we go. We're back on. And listen, a lot of people online right now.
Yes.
There's we don't have good service here anyway. Our connection is lags a lot and slow anyway. So things may really be patchy, but we'll get a video up that's not glitchy later on. Okay. But the first thing I want to do is just talk about the Trail Tree Symposium, um, Monday, July 27th, and Tuesday, July 28th. For right now, it's on because we don't know. Um, we don't know how things are going to go. It's
Yeah.
not
It's not quite like Donkey Kong
right.
being on, but we still plan on it.
It's looking pretty iffy if we're going to be able to do pull this thing off with the situation going on. But so far, Don Wells hadn't hollered at me and said anything about holding off. I know they've got some events that they're already canceling and postponing and everything that they had already had scheduled for around this time and in the next few weeks. But yeah, so we'll let you know. Dr. Gray hadn't hollered at me. About anything, and everything's still on. If things start looking a little bit rosier going forward, okay. So, but we'll keep you updated about that. But anyway, yeah. So the Trail Tree Symposium scheduled in late July is still on, and we may have to make some adjustments and things we're going to do. But I'm hoping by next week, in the next week or two, that we can get a full schedule and let y'all see what we've got planned for that, and maybe you can start making some plans for it to be there as well. Okay, so I know everything's kind of iffy, but here in a couple of weeks, we'll just see how things
And we
progress.
will consult with our county's chief medical officer
Right.
on all this.
He'll be right.
Yeah.
We'll definitely do that. Already have kind of.
Yeah.
So, but he's got another cap on that one though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's not wearing his doctor hat on that one. But anyway, yeah. So the symposium is on. Okay. All right. So let's just go ahead and just talk about some things to do that we could do.
The White River.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things we do. First of all, I just want to say this. Yesterday, I was able to finally, because I hadn't done it before, but I was finally yesterday able to get out with my tiller and till the ground up for my garden. Made it a little bit bigger this year than I did last year, and I think I'm going to do a little bit more, make it a little
Faith
bit more
in the future.
That's right. I mean, because the way things are going, you need to produce as much food as you can. I reckon. Shoot, you can't go to the store right now and depend on what you need being there. And I know every one of you have experienced that this week. I tell you right now, my cupboards. I've got a third of a bag of flour, and there ain't no flour to be found. I'm lucky I got a few beans and rice and things like that, but some of the staples were just gone before I could get there.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, y'all. I don't know if you're hoarding or not, but if you know anybody that's hoarding, hey, tell them to hang loose, man, because there's some folks that don't have hardly anything. So listen, let's give that a little bit of a break. Surely you've got what you need, especially if you've gone and raided the shelves already. So, but anyway, so yeah, that and garden. I want. This is one thing I want to share. This doesn't have anything to do with exploring Israel County, but it is a local blogger, or not blogger. I guess vlogger is what you would call them. I think that's what they call themselves. But I don't know how many of you garden. I just started doing it in the last few years and really enjoy it. And it's really something to be able to bring in a big basket or something of food that you've grown yourself out in the yard and watched grow, and it's even better when you
swear that Mom and Dad planted a truck patch instead of a family garden.
Right. Well, I hope that's what eventually mine grows into. I'd like to be able to just set up a stand and share this stuff, that I produce. But and that may be something that's that would be good in the coming months too. So I don't know if you garden or not. But if you don't, I'd ask you to consider that. That's one thing that you can learn to do. It's the right time of the year right now. for that is to get out, and even if it's just a few squash plants or something easy to grow, definitely some tomato plants or something like that, just something to produce some food and start that process. And I'm just going to show you this vlogger that I was talking about. Any of you who are interested in gardening and you live on YouTube like I do, because I live on YouTube.
You might get Dee to come over with his tiller and till you up a little ground if you live here local.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, I'm sore right now from what I did yesterday. I spent about 2 hours on that sucker yesterday, and man, I was wore out. Let me tell you.
And he did not use the tiller on his face. He actually used a razor.
My teeth were chattering, vibrating for about 2 hours after I got out of there. So, anyway, this vlogger, Roots and Refuge. If you do any gardening and you live on YouTube like I do, you're probably familiar with all the homesteading channels that are out there. There's quite a few out there. Man, they're really great going to getting tips on how to grow food in a small garden on a small farm. I mean, just anything. And this is a really good one. Roots and Refuge. This is actually a family from Valonia, Arkansas. So they're here in the Ozarks.
Valonia?
Yeah, they're in Valonia. They have a really great videos. They do about 2 or 3 videos, longer videos a week, and then several more during the week. Whenever she has something that she wants to share about what she's doing that she thinks people might be able to learn something and some tips and things for them. It's great. It's a great family show too, and I just encourage you to go check it out. Roots and Refuge. A lot of you probably already know about this page and by going and visiting theirs, if you watch some of this, you'll become more familiarized with some of the other homesteaders too. And man, I encourage you to do that. We're trying to, we're going to try to start doing some more stuff that we're going to produce our own food and be a little bit more self-sufficient.
Yeah, and we talked about maybe trying to grow some tobacco plants.
That's right.
I barter to them.
That's right.
When society breaks down.
This period we're in right now, bartering may become a thing, and tobacco is something that people are going to want. And you may not be able to get Marlboros or Pall Malls or bags of tobacco in tubes here before long. So that's something that I'd like to consider. I might do a little bit of tobacco because that might be an item that you could use to barter with.
Well, yeah, and I've never been around growing any, so it'd be something new to do.
Right, and food itself. I mentioned that I'd like to be able to set up a stand and just let people stop by and get vegetables and share it with people. But food also may become a good barter. To barter with.
Well, you can't eat gold.
That's right. Someone else may produce meat. You may produce vegetables. But anyway, that's something that we need to be thinking about. But anyway, the Roots and Refuge page. I encourage you to go over and check that out. And then also,
I've made a mistake right there. I said you can't eat gold.
What am I doing here?
I don't know. But you can eat gold, and it comes out just as shiny as it went in.
Yeah, I guess not very nutritious though. I guess it might be some mineral.
Yeah,
might
be some trace elements in it. So.
Yeah, maybe so. But anyway, that's one thing you can do while everybody's kind of shut in and you're at home and everything is get out in your yard and figure out a way to produce food. But then there's other things you can do that you don't have to do at home.
Walk around the block.
Yeah, you can walk around the block, sure. But walking, hiking.
If you take a yardstick with you, you can poke people with it. They get too close. And keep your social distance.
Let me get over here and open this up and see if I can get to another page here. But also, here's a map, and I will, it's not in the deal yet, but I'm going to put this link to this Google map up. This is a Google map, and it shows all of the waterfalls in the parks, and I guess probably even on private property that has been locations have been shared, I guess, over on Waterfalls of Arkansas or something like that.
In the Ozarks National Forest.
That's something. Do a road trip, and that's something else. Here's would be in in Arkansas. Now, you're going to get out. You're going to be in your own vehicle with your people you're already around anyway. So, go enjoy the outdoors. There's so many beautiful waterfalls, and those of you who follow our page, I know you're following the Waterfalls of Arkansas and other Arkansas, you know, Arkansas sites. But yeah, get out and this is something I've never gone and looked at some of these waterfalls over in the Buffalo River area or anything, But it's something I always Bridal Veil is that's just out at Heber down there.
At Ponca, you might see an elk.
Yeah, of course, you go to Heber. That's kind of a hotbed for the virus right now in Arkansas. Not really a hotbed, but it's more than most. But yeah, so I am keeping up with that. So, but
if you don't
taking a little road trip, and this is something else that I'm going to do over the next week or two, is reshare again and I'll put that link up to this page too, this map page, is some of the maps that I created here a few years ago of road trips here in the county of call them traverses. These are just routes that we've mapped out some roads that you could go along with really cool sites that are just right along the roadside that you can see without having to venture on the private property.
We probably was out 2 hours Saturday on the back road and did not meet not one single vehicle.
That's right.
There was one that followed us for a little ways and then turned off, but that was the only vehicle we saw. Now the roads was rougher than crap too, but you know that you need a 4-wheel drive.
All right.
They can't get to them too bad of weather.
Yeah. The thing about needing a 4-wheel drive, you don't need a 4-wheel drive unless you've got permission to go on the property or if it's your home property.
No, I'm talking about
these roads that bad. Right, you're right. There are some rough roads, and it's just we've had some pretty wet weather.
It's
bottoms are
not anybody on the county's fault.
Yeah. But I'll put up some links for those road trips. Some of those road trips we'll do on the Facebook page again, and we'll try to do some other things like that too. And then also, here's another opportunity, and I mentioned this in the comments. So somebody was asking the other day about a place in Desert County to go to hike. Well, there's only 2 places that you can go hike in Desert County unless it's a walking trail in a city park or something. And one of them is a walking trail in a city park, really. With the
Calico City Park
Calico
is
Glades.
closed down.
The Calico Glades is closed down?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay, there's one place you could go in Desert County without having to ask permission, and that would be Devil's Knob, Devil's Backbone, which is a pretty dadgum cool place to check out. Actually, here's Devil's Backbone. Y'all will enjoy this little video, I think. This is Devil's Backbone. And this is the one publicly accessible place in Izard County. Yeah, it's the only place you can go in Izard County that's on that is accessible to the public, and it's a hiking trail, and it's a good one. Really nice. It's been a while since I've been up there.
Yeah. I've been thinking about that.
Yeah. Do you think we ought to do it?
We'll have to see. Don't get that close.
Do what?
That's it. Don't get that close.
I don't know. This is a really great little video. This drone video of Devil's Knob, Devil's Backbone. Yeah, that's a wonderful hike, and you'll know that if you've ever done it before. If you've not, well, you need to go check that out. That's down off the Mount Olive Road. Go down Highway 9 and take the Mount Olive Road to Mount Olive, and it's just a couple of miles down there. You'll see the big sign. You can park there. There's actually two trails now. There's a new trail that we haven't done. I don't know. Have you done that?
I hadn't been on it since it's completed. We walked part of it one time as he was working on it.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it's really a nice hike. So we encourage you to do that.
Wear boots, bug spray.
Right, and you know, we've talked about doing something as a group there too. Something, and we've talked about maybe doing a flash excursion also as a opportunity for people to get out. Maybe here in a couple of weeks when people are. Here, let me stop this one. When people are starting, like we said, get cabin fever. Maybe having a flash excursion and doing it at Devil's Knob, Devil's Backbone.
Yeah.
And who knows if it goes on, we may have another flash excursion or two. And you may ask us, well, you know, what about social distance and all that? Well, this a flash excursion. You're going to be in your own vehicle, like I said a while ago. If you do one of these road trips, like the waterfalls, be in your own vehicle with people you're already around. So, and then when we get outside, we can maintain the 5 to 6 foot distance that the CDC recommends.
Yeah.
And everything. And
if anybody starts coughing, we can push them off the cliff.
I mean, it's not like we're going to be a crowd that is. But that would give us the opportunity to socialize with each other, and not have to visit each other's house or handle their stuff and doorknobs and things like that. You know, so and we can do it in the beautiful Edgewater County Outback. So be looking for that. We're going to work on that as things progress and we see how things develop. Okay, so look for an opportunity to get out with us. We'll all get together. I think it'd be fun to have a larger group of people on a hike up there. And then maybe later on we might try to do a spring splash or something.
There'll be less than 10 on our hike officially.
Yeah.
We can't help it how many people comes up there. It's public.
Well, we just won't gather and we'll just do 10 at a time. Okay, you go. We'll do like a relay. You go, and 10. Let them get up about 10 feet, and then we'll say, okay, this other next 10 go. The next 10 go. Whatever.
I think the yardstick idea is good. You know, holding your hand out there at the yardstick.
We can cut some cane poles and let everybody have a cane pole. That way they can keep their social.
You get too close, man.
But yeah, so
I did touch my face.
Right. Yeah, I do it all the time. It's one of the reasons I shaved my rug off a while ago is because I tend to chew on my beard a lot, and with my beard, I handle my beard a lot, so my face is my hand is in my face a lot. So I decided to go ahead. It's been a while since I've had my beard off, so kind of freaked my dog out first, and then kind of freaked my wife out too when I popped my head in, and she did a double take. But it's been a while since she's seen me without a beard. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, there's some things we can do here, and you know, I might come up with some games that we might be able to do. I don't, you know, a lot of you seem to enjoy the riddles that I did here back a few years ago, and things like that. Might even have a T-shirt or two we might be able to give away from the last road trip we did and everything. So So yeah, there's some things we can do, and I haven't said we're going to pay attention to it. We've invited everybody to come over and discuss some things. Let's take a look and see if anybody's. I need to find the. There we go. All right, where are we at, Rick?
We're in your studio.
Okay, there we go. All right. Hello from Pennsylvania, Chris. You're in Pennsylvania or the Philippines? Are you watching? Let's see. Let's go, Pauletta. Where do you want to go? She wants to go to Devil's Knob. Devil's Knob, Pauletta. Is that where you want to go? I think we need to. I think here in a couple of weeks, maybe we can pull the trigger on it. We'll consult with the local authorities and make sure they think it is a feasible thing. Shoot, we may have Haphazard County up on the knob. Well, as long as they're within 5 foot, 6 foot intervals, everything's all right, right? Yeah. Pauletta wants to go to the Devil's Knob. All right. Well, I think we can do that. We can do that soon, probably. I think. We'll work on that. But anyway, any other suggestions folks might have that we could do that might be fun? Let us know. Okay. Otherwise, we're just going to go ahead and get off of here in just a minute or two. All right. Have you got anything else?
Oh no, I've already forgotten all that stuff. I didn't make notes.
Yeah, this is definitely kind of a wing it, which they all are kind of wing its. But the only thing we really want to talk about
wing nuts.
Yeah, well, that's true. Sometimes to our detriment.
Yeah. But seriously, folks, take care of yourself. Don't get around Denny.
Yeah.
But take care of yourself. Use common sense. And, stay well.
Okay. Chris Williams is in Pennsylvania. Her husband's watching, and he's a Jeffrey. Awesome. The Jeffrey clan. I'm an honorary Jeffrey. Rick's an honorary Jeffrey.
No, we're honorary Jeffreys.
We're honorary Jeffreys. But yeah, man, there's been some neat activity over on the Jeffrey Historical Society page the last couple of weeks too. So if you're not a member of that page, go over there and check that out. Especially if you have any family connection at all with the Jeffreys, that's something that you want to check out. You can
also. One of our friends, Frida Cruz Hardison, has been putting up history posts every day, and you ought to go over her page and read these. They're real interesting, talking about the early settlers and the pioneers, the Indians.
Right, she gets into some pretty good detail on genealogy and stuff, especially the Indian stuff, the Indian connections, the Native American connections to the land of the White River Valley region. So, definitely. If you're not a friend of, because she's doing it on her regular page, right?
Her regular page.
She's not started a group or anything like that, but check her out, Frida Cruz Hardison, Hardison, and check her page, check her out, and tell her that Exploit County sent you. If you go to friend her, send her a message or something. But also, and this is something I meant to mention and maybe get a link to something as well. But Frida's also, she and a few people have been doing some drive-in tour things around in Stone County as well. When I say drive-in tour, this is a self tour. But they've been putting up locations, and I think she has some kind of a map or something like Partee Springs, and they around Optimus. Over in the National Forest and
they've been putting up signs.
Right. But I think she even has a map where you can go to these different sites and everything. So there's road trips to go around there that you can learn things about history and you don't have to worry about being around people. You don't have to worry about infecting somebody or being infected. So yeah, there's things to do. All right. All right. My husband's great grandfather. Okay. His name was William. Yeah, we remember. Okay, good. Yeah, then you'll know that's a pretty awesome page.
I believe I
Some
see
good
my
folks over
youngest
there.
there.
Yeah, Will Dell. Looking good, fellas. Yeah, of course we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would say that. You look just like me without
Yeah.
the beard.
When I shaved that beard
well.
off, I shaved 10 years off. I wish I could shave the 10 pounds off.
I wish I could shave about 50.
But
Cecil's on there too. I thought he was there earlier. That's my Little Rock boy.
Yeah, he had joined. He's been watching, I guess. Yep, he's the first one to join tonight.
Son, you must
Teresa
be bored.
Cheatham, if you're still with us.
Oh yeah.
Good to have you along with us. Thurman, Teresa Conyers, great to have you. Kevin, awesome man. I've been enjoying some of your posts on Facebook. I tell you.
Yeah.
Aaron, you too. Aaron posts some pretty funny stuff on Facebook, but so does Kevin. I guess Jeffrey's got. Well, Jeffrey family's got natural senses of humor.
There's always a lot of laughter.
That's right. Yeah, Aaron. Of course, Pauletta's been with us, and Chris, thank you for coming and participating. We appreciate that so much. Let me see here. We're not used to doing this scrolling and talking so much. See.
But it's fun.
His great grandfather is Isaac Jeffrey. Okay. Okay, now that's not the Isaac. I don't guess that you're not talking about the Civil War Isaac Jeffrey, Chris, that was executed in the creek. I don't think he was in Pelham Creek. I don't know. Maybe this was a different generation or something. I don't know. But yeah. Okay. All right. Well, listen. We're not going to sit here and bore you. So what you do is, if you come up with some ideas of things we can do, some things that you might be able to be the instigator of, even on the Facebook page. Let's have some fun.
Hey, remind them of the Hunk of Hillbilly page.
Right, Hunk of Hillbilly YouTube page. Just all you got to do is go to YouTube. If you'll just type in your browser, your search engine, Hunk of Hillbilly YouTube, you'll find it. And we got over 300 videos. Adding to those each week with these, of course, and every now and then I'll put a video up.
And you can watch our kids grow up through the progress of the years.
There was a time when we were averaging a video like every 10 days. We were putting a video up at one time. But that's kind of fallen off because just things. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and call this a night.
I should have worked close.
If you have anything, Heather, thank you for joining and watching along. If you have some ideas, things you'd like to do, holler at us and discuss them, and we'll do a little bit of time like this on our next live stream too. And that's something we're going to try to make sure that we do one every week if we're able to. Every Sunday night at 8. So be looking for us Sunday night at 8. And like I said, we got a phone. So if we get out even during the week sometime and are in a really cool place with a good signal and got something to say, we may fire the phone up and do a little live stream from location too, if we're able to get out and do anything, which I don't see a reason why we can't. But anyway, so we're just going to go ahead and call it a night. Don't forget about the Trail Tree Symposium in July. It's still on for now.
Until further notice.
And also our our Trail Tree Facebook page, Ozarks Trail Trees, Trail of Trees, Ozarks Trail Trees. You can look
Yes.
for that. And we'll just tell you good night. So y'all have a good evening.
Night,
And stay
night.
safe.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay away.
And be healthy.